Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the HowitzerCo mod, which is being made by user Victor Borisov. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is actually quite a number of things. First and foremost, we get this lovely new location here in the ocean, which, when you arrive, is chock full of a new small faction of enemies you're going to have to take out to conquer this place for yourself. And along with that, inside there's actually quite a bit of lore about this facility, what it is, how it fits into the world, and even ties the whole place into some things that we've seen in the Fallout franchise, including in Fallout 76. Now beyond that, we also have some interesting new workshop items and even workshop mechanics. And last but certainly not least, it's a player home, and who doesn't love that? Now, we are, as I said, in the ocean, and we're just south of Fort Strong here at HowitzerCo, which is the old Howitzer Corporation, a pre-war company, like I said, that has a fair amount of lore on the interior for you to figure out all of that lore, and I'll leave you guys to read that, because it's pretty interesting. Definitely, if you download this mod, check that stuff out. And when you first arrive on this island, as mentioned, it is just full of a variety of people here, all in ghoul form, and they're remnants of the old National Guard. They're all pre-war soldiers left here when the bombs fell. Now, once you do clear out all these enemies, Wastelanders will start to arrive here, so it does feel a bit more lived in, which is pretty cool. But yeah, there's quite a few of these guys, and yeah, we'll show you something up on that level of the base, which actually does make the attack kind of difficult. They've got some powerful weaponry. But yeah, on the exterior of this place is pretty cool. There's a fat man that almost killed me when I was trying to take this place. Now you can see it's a large gardened area with a cool building with a smokestack in the interior. We do have some basic gardening areas here for you to take advantage of. This is probably sort of the main entrance. Would probably come from Fort Strong over there. And once you are in, there's a number of cool things in this section. If you'd like some seating, some different workbenches, some nice power armor left behind for you to steal, blueprints for howitzer experimental stuff. We'll talk more about that later. I've already got some of those in my inventory. And just a number of things for you to steal or build with. And all in all, just a pretty generic area out here, but with some good styling. I like just the random stuff thrown around, the destroyed old vertibird here. Now, sadly, we can't use this exterior area. It's not included in the workshop mode. The workshop is only in the interior. So let's actually jump into there real quick, into HowitzerCo. And yeah, it's a pretty interesting interior zone here. Again, full of a lot of those National Guard remnant people for you to have to destroy, as well as just a number of good old-fashioned feral ghouls down in the basement. Now, when you do enter this place, you'll be greeted by the stay back sign and a number of interesting new things. And also that office section back there. We'll probably need the lights. But yeah, a cool place in here with just a lot of interesting decorations, which I do very much enjoy. If we head into here, this is sort of, I guess, the main communication area for the building, with a very cute teddy bear over here with a helmet. Gotta love that guy. He's got a ruler too. He's laying down the law. And yeah, just a nice little zone, chock full of stuff for you to steal, and of course, people to kill. Now, if we head on back here, we have a lovely little bathroom. And if we head up these stairs, we'll head up to the next level, which has just mainly some more office areas. We've got a small clinic here full of a fair amount of medical supplies for you to take. We then also have one of the offices right here with a terminal that has some of that really cool lore I mentioned. Again, very worthwhile to read this stuff, as it's actually pretty cool. Now, if we continue on, we've just got another small office here that seems to be used as a bunk area. Some fun stuff to steal here. And then around the corner and up to the next level, we have people that need killing. Another room with a terminal with even more fun lore for you to enjoy. And if we continue on this way, we have stairs leading up to the next level. Though, actually, I forgot to show you something here. We have this door here, which heads out to that middle terrace, which we'll go to briefly in a moment once we go up to the top. We'll start at the top and work our way down. And then in here seems to be sort of a main maintenance-y zone for you to come and have a look at. Nothing too special. Some nice beds to use. But the important part here, and why I'm sort of showing you all the way up, is heading to the Commonwealth here, which takes you to the very top of the building, which is where a special unit will be who you have to kill. And here's his body over here. You've got Henry Morgan, and he'll have on him a key card which opens up the basement. And when you open the basement is when you actually unlock this place as a workshop slash player home area you can use. Now up here also, we've just got some nice views of the whole Commonwealth. Very cool. But let's actually jump down to this balcony area. And yeah, there were some more enemies over here which needed shooting, but the most important thing here are these. These are freaking improvised mini-nuke howitzers, which fire mini-nukes from these cannons. And yeah, they're deadly. They're very deadly, but awesome. Now, as you can see, we also do have quite a number of mini-nukes up here. And because of that, there were, I think, 2 enemies actually up on this balcony who had mini-nuke launchers shooting at me when I was trying to take this place. So it can be quite dangerous. Now, you only have those launchers on that side, so the west side, as well as the north side over here. If we fire these babies, attack Fort Strong! Yes! Beautiful. Beautiful. We blew up the roof. Perfect. The other 2 sides do not have them, but as you can see here, it seems like they were starting to build them, but just never finished it. Now, I'm actually going to jump off the edge here because it's quicker to go back inside from this door to head to the basement where the workshop area is. And, yeah, so once we do enter in, we'll just need to go here to the left from that main control room slash entrance area, and you can either go down all the stairs, but, oh boy, it's quite a lot of stairs, or you can just jump down the, elevator shaft. Don't worry, as you can see, there is water in the bottom here, so you don't have to worry about dying. And then you just come back this way, and these sides are nothing, but on this side here, there is an ID card reader that once you do get that card from Henry Morgan, this door will open up, and you can head into this large open area, which is gonna be chock full of a lot of freaking ghouls, but fun things. There's a set of X01 power armor, which is awesome. Just some other assorted things. We, of course, do have the workshop. We have a fuse box for electricity. And we have an office with a cat. Now, in here, we have some more lore and information. But what's most important here in my mind is this book. The Blueprints and You. As like I said, one of the fun extra things in this is that this mod actually has some fun new workshop items and mechanics. And basically, this book will tell you how to do it. A Dunwick Builders publication. And as you can see in here, we can craft blueprints at a blueprint workbench, which will add in new items to different categories. And as you can see there on the 3rd paragraph, this mod is actually going to be available on PS4 and Xbox, not just PC, so that is pretty cool, and this should work in there as well. All this stuff is using stock assets, which is pretty cool. And yeah, you'll get different blueprints that'll unlock new decorations in there. We'll also get new crafting benches and just new containers as well, which is all pretty cool, which I very much like. Now, how that works is, if we go into the workshop mode, we'll have a new crafting item already set that we can build, and that is let's move down to it. There we go, the Blueprint Workbench, which is a fun little printing press here. Now, there already will be one of these built down here, as you can see right here. And if we go into it, we have two categories, books and blueprints. Now in books, we have a legendary book, which has a lot more lore. Like I said, a lot of cool lore in this mod about how this all fits in. So very cool, worth a read. And then we have a ability to make another copy of Blueprints and You. So if you lose your initial one you steal from that desk, you can make a new one here for instructions. And then in here, we have the different blueprints you can make. And like I said, each blueprint will unlock new items in different categories. So for instance, if we actually go back to the Blueprints and You, just to quickly read them off there, we have... If you build the experimental blueprints, you can unlock the decorations and miscellaneous, a water cooler, and a urinal. If you go with the military equipment blueprint, you'll get more decorations of military desks and different bits of military equipment, military radiation scanners, and if you do the workstations blueprint, you'll get a chemistry sink, a cooking grill, a grooming toilet, surgery chair, and if you ever don't want these things in your workbench mode anymore to build, you can actually take the blueprints out of your inventory and put them in a container, and then they won't be in your workshop mode anymore, which is pretty cool. So if we do go back out here to our workshop mode, and in crafting, you'll see the new stuff here. There's the surgery chair. There is the grooming station, which is, well, just a toilet. And then we have over here the chemistry sink, which is, well, just a sink. And if, oops, wrong way I meant to go, down, there we are. And if we go over to decorations and then miscellaneous, the fun new items we have in here are, I believe we actually have to go all the way to the end, if I'm remembering correctly. Yes, here we go. We have a variety of different military desks, which are quite cool, nice aesthetic items. We have different bits of military equipment for you to build. And then we have these radiation scanners, which are pretty awesome. Some more right here. We then have the urinal, there we are, and the water cooler. And so, yeah, it's just some fun extra little items for you to build, and I do like the idea that if we just go into our inventory and drop those blueprints in the world, we no longer have them. So that's pretty cool if you don't want to build those things. And yeah, beyond that, as I mentioned, well, we have a workshop in here, so this is a player home that you can use. And as you can see, we have a fair amount of room in this area down here. It's a pretty big location. A few ghouls you'll have to get rid of, because, well, like I said, there are a lot of them around here, and some things you may want to scrap, but all in all, you got actually a lot of building space. If we actually head back here, there we are, outside the buildable area is through the door here, which, so you don't have a lot. I really wish you did have more room, like, say, the rest of the building upstairs, and maybe even outside, but even in this room, it gives you a fair amount of stuff to play with, which is always good. And yeah, that is... well, pretty much it for HowitzerCo. It's all in all a pretty cool location. I do like the adventure of having to clear this place from enemies. I'm actually going to turn off collision real quick because it's a lot of stairs to go up, people. There we go. So yeah, some fun new enemies for you to take out, and the idea of these National Guard remnants is pretty cool. And having to go all the way up to the top to get the key to then unlock the basement to get all these cool new things is just all in all a very fun experience. And with the lore that ties it into the world, and the fact that this place does get populated with wastelanders once you're, clear it, it's a pretty interesting location. I do very much enjoy it. Let's actually turn collision off again and just kind of fly up here. So if you'd like to check out this mod for yourself, which I would certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that, my friends, is going to be it for this episode today. I hope you all have enjoyed and that you do come back for the next when hopefully we'll be looking at yet another wonderful mod. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.